Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Love and Marriage Detroit, Season 1, Episode 4, Skating on Thin Ice. Anthony is still crying, bawling, yelling, having a whole episode. Talking about his grandma. He wishes his grandma was there. She always had his back. My grandma always had my back. I wish to see times like this. I wish I could talk to my grandma because she always had my back. Please, Anthony. Please. Latoya just looking at him like, okay, so you still have resentment. And he does. Trying to deny it. No, you still do. You still upset. You still very upset. He feels like the family didn't support him. The family didn't ride for him. The family didn't rally behind him. They made him feel like he was some deadbeat and, drove him back to the house, begrudgingly. Anyway. Back over there at Russell and Kobe's house, Kobe's friend Chelsea drops by, and before she heads upstairs to talk to Kobe, he wants to talk to her because they have some details, some details that they need to finalize for Kobe's 30th birthday party. And so they go over the details or whatever. Anyway, she go upstairs. This is well, she didn't say best friend, but this is her friend of 10 years. They are also putting together some type of, they want to kind of do like a collaboration of sorts, when it comes with different influencers for the influencer girls. So she's reached out to an influencer that she knows personally about collaborating, and this person has also been pitched by Christina. And so she's like, I know you know Christina. Would you like to reach out to her and see about collaborating with her because she has a similar idea? And so Kobe's like, sure, that's my girl. I'll reach out to her. So she reached out and really didn't get anything. Christina left her on, well, I don't really understand the text. And so she called her, didn't get a response. And she messaged her again right there with Chelsea sitting there. And she's still not getting no response from Christina as it relates to this collaboration. So she gonna see. We see Christina and Brandon. She hasn't spoken to him or seen him, but they have a standing meeting with their marriage mentors. They're not marriage counselors, they're not therapists. These are their marriage mentors. So I'm assuming these some folk from the church. I'm assuming these are the some people from church. But they have this meeting with their mentors via Zoom, and she's hopeful that he'll show up because she ain't seen him. He does show up. He come moseying on in there, pouting like he don't want to be there. And they, sit down and get their meeting started. He shares that he hasn't been staying in the house. They had a disagreement the other night, and it went bad. It went left. He didn't come home. All of that. He shares that he's just trying to be out there. He trying to be popular again. I'm trying to be popping like I was in the 90s before I got married. Just trying to get my name out there. And a friend of mine just, sees my potential and they want to see me out there too. And so they said something, and I felt like, they had my back, basically. It's all about you, I guess. Anyway, they do this tit for tat because Christina, she feels how she feels. He feels how he feels. It's a tit for tat. And she felt belittled. Which is valid. Her husband didn't protect her in that setting. He ganged up on her right along with his friends, and that was out of order. But that's the takeaway from the session with the mentors. They need to cut that tit for tat. They're not going to get anywhere. It's about taking ownership. When we are discussing our disagreements and things like that, we got to take ownership. Otherwise, what we doing? We going around and around and around and around. So ain't nobody wrong. Ain't nobody going to be accountable. Yeah, we ain't going to get nowhere. So that's a lesson learned. They kiss and make up, whatever. Latoya and Anthony, they're headed to church. They go to church every Sunday. They go to church. They go to a church led by her father. He's the bishop. And her mother is also a pastor. Y'all, I'm critical when it comes to the praise and worship portion of church, mainly because I love music head. I don't play that. Oh, I don't play that. My ear, my ear be hearing all the wrong notes, all the wrong keys, all of that, and so it's hard to really enter in when you singing off key. It is. It just is for me. Maybe other people can just compartmentalize, but as soon as I hear it, I be like, somebody's off. Somebody needs to blend. Somebody is somebody. Anyway, so the praise team down there at that church need a little work. You know, they need a new praise team director. You know. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Anthony wants to speak to the bishop after church so that he can kind of share, you know, his feelings about things. And so they talk after church with LaToya and the kids waiting in the car. They talk and he, you know, shares, you know, I love you guys as, you know, like you're my own parents. You know, you guys have always been supportive of me. You know, all that blase, but I don't appreciate how y'all came at me, you know. I felt like this was divine, you know, me going out there to Atlanta and following a dream. And Bishop is just like, I mean, that's cool and all that you following a dream. You know, listen, it'll come back around full circle if it's for you. Don't even worry about it. The opportunity was not missed because if it was for you, it's going to get you. It's going to get to you, which is a word, okay? He tells him that, you know, you needed to be home. It was during a time where you know, your son was dealing with bullying, racism, all of that. And I'm picking him up from school and he crying, you know, like he needed his daddy. So they were adamant about getting him home and being in the house because that's what was needed for the family. They come to an agreement, you know, they hug it out, mutual respect. We see Kobe diligently working, you know, on influencer projects, and we see Russell going to the gym. He's gonna do a walkthrough. This person might be a potential business partner when he's ready to, you know, sign on the dotted line as it relates to buying a gym or whatever, or opening a gym. I don't know. But he's at a gym, and the guy's gonna walk him through, you know, show him a little bit about the day to day, you know, behind the scenes, you know. What all entails with running that type of business. And he I guess, you know, he gets some good information. He's going to talk to Kobe first. He says that, you know, thank you for the tips and the gems, but he going to talk to his wife first. And there's that. LaToya and Anthony, they meet up with everybody at the skating rink. And I think all the guys skate. I want to say the women was just sitting down. Everybody was I would have been out there skating. I love skating. I love skating. If you wanted to film with me, you would have had to put your skates on because let's get on this floor. Let's get on this rink. I don't know why, and I ain't like this, and I wrote it down, so I'm gonna mention it. Why everybody walking into the place, you know, mentioning that they in the hood? Oh, where he got us? Oh, this the one we gonna have to. Oh, you got it. All y'all need to cut it out. I don't get why people get to it. You get to a certain place in life and act like you can't fool la la every now and then on the south side, on the east side, whatever. You know, especially if they got good food. I'm going. It's good food in the hood. I'm going. And I ain't complaining about it. And sometimes there are outings and things to do. So please miss me with that. I ain't finna be one of the, oh, you got where you got. You know, unless you got me in an alley, then sis, let's talk. But come on. It's a skating rink. Calm down. Anyway, Kobe, she shows up alone. Russell said he had meetings. He's coming from the gym meetings that he had. But when he gets there, they have a talk, and he tells her about the walkthrough that he did, and she gets upset, you know, that she didn't know. I'm just like, girl, come on. The man can't go do a walk. She must know her husband and how But she might need to be there more than anything. More than she wants to be there, she might need to, so that he don't fuck up the thing. I think that's why she want. Listen, I got to be there at every meeting, because maybe she don't trust it. Maybe she just cannot relinquish trust as it relates to his business savvy. Um, which is, I guess I understand that. But she was upset. She was upset that she wasn't included. She needs to be included in every meeting. Every meeting he has, include her. Call her, tell her where to be. She will be there. But he feels like, like I ain't gotta include you on all the stuff. Like I'm letting you know. It was just a walkthrough. It was just a walkthrough, girl. He ain't signed no papers. He didn't make no decisions. He's talking to you about it like you want. So let's all just relax. He say it's my job to make the vision clear so that you can execute, because he intends on her running the gym, basically. And she like, well, if that's the case, if I got to put down influencing to come run your gym, I'm absolutely going to be included in all these meetings. So I mean, it is what it is. The boys out there on the rink racing. Latoya, Christina, and Kobe sit down and talk. Kobe hasn't spoken to Christina. She's been trying to reach out to her. Christina says, I apologize, for not responding to you. And Kobe is like, I did call you though. So it wasn't just me texting. I did call, because she's like, she needed a minute, or she needed a moment. She was dealing with some stuff with Brandon, and Kobe's like, it's okay to tell me that you need a beat, that you're not doing well, and that you're not in a good space and you need some time. It's okay. And Christina said, but did you text that? Kobe's like, girl, I did text you and I called you. Like, but my purpose for calling was, this collaboration situation with Harper Ray. And Christina is like, because she gives her account, of her conversation with Harper Ray. She felt like what she was getting was conflicting information, and that Kobe was kind of trying to, jump in on an existing collaboration. Kobe's like, no, that's not what it was at all. I was just trying to collaborate with you and wanting to see if you wanted to get in on this collaboration, because I don't just think about myself. Like I think about the other people around me that I know would benefit from this just like I do. It's a complete misunderstanding, but Christina she's being obtuse, because girl, you get it. You get what she's saying. Don't try to paint her as this, like trying to ride your coattail, or trying to, steal your shine or something. It's given you can't share the stage, and that's not what we're doing at 40. We're not doing that at 40. Latoya just sitting back there confused, like, what in the world is happening? She ain't add nothing to the conversation. I can tell you right now, the only reason why Latoya and Anthony will be returning to this show is because Anthony is showing up to work. Because Latoya don't be coming to work. Latoya just there. She don't be adding nothing. When she get around the group, she just... Now, when it's her and Anthony, they going to give us some good reality. But when she be with the group, she don't add nothing. Maybe later. This is just episode 4. Anyway, the guys walk over, because they're getting a little loud. And once things are explained, Brandon gonna double down on it. Oh yeah, it's kind of looking like a Kobe cat. You doing the same things she doing. Kobe's like, we can do the same things. We're both influencers. No, they think she's being a copycat. Oh, excuse me, Kobe cat. She don't like that. Kobe, get up and leave. And Russell got to check Brandon, because don't talk to my wife like that. You ain't got to address her. I'm right here. You can speak to me. And we don't need to have that problem no more. Russell gonna get it straight. He gonna get it straight. Oh, there's this conversation amongst the men. This is dumb, like, and completely pointless, which is why I put it at the very end of the notes. Anthony pulled the guys aside, to talk to them about coming to the men's meeting. The men's meeting is to inspire black men to speak up, to have a voice. And I'm like, it's a meeting for the betas. Because most alpha men know how to do that already. They doing that. So you doing this for the beta men, like yourself. Okay. Do you, boo boo. Russell feels like, I guess it's important for them to be at this men's meeting, because women, and no disrespect to the women, but they have a lot of resources at their disposal. And so they need to, start sharing these resources with other black men that may not know that they're out there, all of that. They switched to the showcase. Brandon said he got the showcase all planned out, blah, 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 blah. That's it. That's all. When it comes to this Kobe and Christina situation, they're it's so similar to Tisha and Melody and their fallout at the very beginning. With Mel feeling like Tisha was doing the same thing she was doing, feeling like she was, riding her coattail essentially. And Tisha's whole thing is, I just look up to you. And, as another black woman who is doing well, why can't I, follow your lead? What is wrong with that? But there are some people that don't want to share. They don't want to, this is how I've attained all of my success, and this is what I do. Don't be trying to do what I do. And that's okay. That is okay. But I mean, don't bring these people in under your wing and befriend them and create mentor-mentee type of relationships with them, and then try to block them every time, they want to walk through a door behind you. Anyway, until next time, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.